Bonjour tout le monde, c'est moi, Monsieur Springer. I want to give just a few details as we wrap up the school year here in your online French course with me. There's lots of questions and specific considerations about what happens on what date and things like that, and I just want to speak to those things in the video. First of all, Felicitation. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the semester. Whether you're ending in May or you're ending later in June, we're pretty much at the end of the semester. And so, that being said, if you have a question on anything, whether it's a specific assignment or how something will work, or a question about something I'm saying in this video, or you just need to sit down and have a talk with somebody about, can I even still pass this class at this point, please just reach out to me, just like you would raise your hand in class or stay after class to talk to a face-to-face teacher. Same thing with me. I'm just not there in person with you. I'm just as accessible, and I probably am accessible more hours of the day than your face-to-face teacher would be as well. So please do not hesitate to reach out and have a conversation with me, okay? I want to talk a little bit about the timeline for how things work online. That being said, when you do ask me a question via email or SLP message, it can take up to 24 hours for me to get back to you. Usually I'm back much earlier than that, but please don't, like if you email me on the weekend, I'm not going to get back until the next business day, usually, like on Monday. And it may take up to 24 hours. That's right in the welcome letter. That's nothing new, but sometimes people are a little bit surprised that I'm not right back with them all the time. If it's something that I can tell is a time sensitive message, like a student is working through an assignment, I try to prioritize that type of message and get back sooner on that stuff because I know it's impacting your work. But also keep in mind, at the end of the semester, I get a ton of messages any given day. So I have to kind of pick and choose, and I also have to do grading and other stuff like that. So I'm not answering messages all day. Grading is similar. Grading can take up to 3 business days. That does not include weekends. So if you turn in something on Wednesday, I might not have that graded till the next Monday or so. Okay. Again, I get a lot of assignments at the end of the semester because sometimes students procrastinate and they turn in a lot at the end. Imagine that. Some of you are in that boat, and it's okay. I still care about you. But that also does impact my ability to grade quickly. So just be patient with me on that. I do also want to mention that I will. Some of you are concerned about your final score or your report cards, and when does that, how does that work? So Michigan Virtual turns in the final score. What that is a percentage of the points you earned divided by the points possible in the course. So let's say there are 100 points possible in the course, and you earned 88 out of the 100 points. Your score in the course is 88%. Your final score is not A, B, C, etc. That's your school's job to put that report card grade on there. So don't ask me what your letter grade is in the course. That's up to the school. We just give them the percentage, and then your school will apply the grading scale to that. Not, believe it or not, all schools do not have the same exact grading scale. That's why I mentioned that. Also with final scores, I will submit your final score within 1 week after your actual end date in the student learning portal. Let's say your end date is June 4th. I will have your final score to your school by June 11th. Not necessarily earlier, though. If you need it earlier, your mentor would need to be in touch with me pretty soon here, because I might need you to actually end the course earlier than your end date to make that work time-wise. There's some details about why it takes that long, but that's just the basic idea there. I also want to mention there are a few dates I'm going to be gone. This is super important for those of you ending the course in June. So first of all, Memorial Day weekend, I'm off. Okay, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm not working Saturday through Monday. So if you message me on Monday, understand that I'm not working that day for Memorial Day. Not a big deal, but also June 4th. If you end on June 4th, unfortunately, I am off that day. And then the following week, if you are ending on June 11th, I'm actually off on June 10th and 11th. I apologize in advance for this. Just circumstances led to those 3 days needing to be taken off. So here's the deal, though. I have tete-a-tete time scheduled around those dates, and I will be available any day but those days to answer your questions. So if your end date is June 4th or June 11th, I highly recommend ending the course earlier than that in case you have an important question or have a technical issue arise. We can still work through that, okay? The course is still open 24/7. It's just I won't be around on those particular days. Okay. Finally, I have shared something called the end of semester checklist or end of semester survival checklist with you all. I'm going to put it in the video description for this video as well. Please check that out. It will help you a ton. In fact, it may keep you from it may make the difference between passing the class and not passing the class in terms of your score. Some of you have skipped a lot of assignments and you need to resolve that, or you're not you're just not completing all of the different tasks in French, so it's hard to assess whether you've learned the French language and whether you meet the state standards and thus get graduation credit for the course. So I just put that together to the effect that it will help you make sure you're crossing off everything that's important to make sure you can have a successful finish to class. Okay, like I mentioned, don't hesitate to contact me if you have a question about anything. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you for taking a class with us. It's been a joy to work with you this semester.